Hi everyone! So today I'm making one of my favorite things to eat, nori spring rolls. So a while back I made a version with minced fillings, but this time I'm going to make it even simpler, and then I'm going to add some twist to my spring rolls as well. So what I've got here is some nori sheets. So nori is basically seaweed in Japanese. You can use them as a wrapper for all sorts of things. It's absolutely delicious. And on top of that, I've got some vegan cheese as well. So these ones are in slices, but you can use grated cheese, no problem. So any vegan cheese of your choice. And there's some pretty low carb ones that you can choose nowadays. And then my veggies. I mean, just look at these beautiful vegetables. I've got some asparagus and one carrot and some of these lovely green beans. And all these veggies have one thing in common, other than the fact they're delicious, is they're nice and long. So we're going to use the length to create fillings for our spring rolls today. And the last but not least, my tofu, great protein source. And we're going to fry the tofu till it's nice and meaty. So let me show you how to make it. So I'm going to just quickly cut my carrot in long strips. You don't want them too chunky, but not too thin either. Beautiful, just these strips will do. And then I'm going to do the same with tofu and just cut them in long strips. So with these ones, you want them to be on a slightly chunky side. Lovely, nice and chunky. So my tofu is ready. So I'm going to just very quickly and lightly saute my vegetables here. So some olive oil. Turn the heat on. So I'm going to pop in my carrot strips here. So medium heat, and just allow the carrots to cook straight. So we don't want soggy carrots. We want to maintain some crunch to them. Lovely, I think my carrot is ready, and you can tell that there's still some crunch to them. So I'm going to turn the heat off and just plate it up and just leave it to cool on the side. Nice and golden brown. And then I'm going to do the same with my green beans and my asparagus as well. Just lightly saute them. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of salt here and do the same with carrots. And then finally, my tofu as well. And obviously you can use coconut oil as well, if you like them to be a little bit on the crunchier side. Lovely, my tofu is done. And then I'm going to make some dipping sauce for my lovely spring rolls. So I'm going to make two different kinds, and both are equally easy. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to make satay sauce. It's basically peanut butter sauce. So first of all, peanut butter here. So this is the chunky version. It's got some peanut bits in there. This is my favorite kind of peanut butter. You can use any kind of peanut butter you like, but just make sure it's pure peanut butter. No added sugar or any kind of ingredients. They shouldn't be there. So this one is close to 100% just peanuts and some salt, and that's it. Okay. Oh, look at how creamy this is. And I'm going to just add a generous dollop in there. The quantity is up to you. This is a very easy recipe here. You don't need to measure it. So I've got probably 2 to 3 tablespoons here. And in my peanut butter, I'm going to just add a small dash of soy sauce. Again, you can adjust the quantity based on your liking. And a little bit of rice vinegar. So if you don't have rice vinegar, just use any kind of vinegar, just a little dash. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of warm water or hot water, doesn't matter. Maybe just add half a tablespoon at a time, depends on the quantity of the ingredients you have. And I'm going to just whisk it. And as you can see, start to thicken. And at this point, I can add a little bit more hot water here. So the thickness of the sauce is entirely up to you. You don't want it too thick, but you want it to be dippable. So You can have a taste to see if you want to add more soy sauce. Oh, it's lovely, lovely, lovely. So my peanut butter sauce, my satay sauce is done. Just how easy is this? And for the contrast of flavors, I'm going to make some sweet chili sauce as well. And this one is even easier. So I've got some low carb ketchup here. So there's no added sugar or salt. And I'm going to just give it a squeeze. And again, the quantity is up to you. And on top of that, all I'm going to do is to add in some chili sauce as well. This is pretty low carb as well, and you really don't need that much. So it gives the sauce a nice chili kick. And give it a little mix. And then you can have a taste. Lovely. My sweet chili sauce is ready. I mean, seriously, this is a no-brainer. So I've got a flat surface here, just my chopping board. And here are my nori sheets. They look like this, you've never used them before. And there's a shiny side and then a matte side. It's not critical, but I like to have the matte side facing up to put my fillings in. So what you do is you turn it 45 degrees and it's slightly rectangular, so it's not a square shape, it doesn't matter. And then you have one corner pointing toward yourself. And here's where the fun begins. So I'm going to take a slice of my cheese here. I'm placing a slice down like this. You can do the same with grated cheese. Just sprinkle some on the bottom. And then I'm going to take my carrot first, any order of your choice. I kind of trim my strips just roughly the same width and length as my spring roll. Very roughly. So I'm going to take one, maybe another piece here, and just line them up. And then the same thing with my asparagus. I trim them slightly. So they're about the same length. Cup of green beans. So you can see where this is going. Okay, this is so much fun. And so easy as well. It's much easier to use ingredients like this than loose fillings. They're equally delicious. And then my tofu strips. Look at this. And then if you're using grated cheese, you can sprinkle some more cheese on top. Okay, so the cheese is adding that nice flavor, but also acts as a binder as well to bind the ingredients together. So make sure your hands are nice and dry, and then just lift the bottom corner and start rolling forward. And you can tuck the corner in, keep rolling, make sure it's nice and snugly, and then fold the sides like a present, like you're wrapping a present, and make sure it's nice and tight. If it's too loose, it's more likely for the filling to fall out, but it's very easy to do. And keep rolling forward until you get to the top corner there. And then dab a little bit of water at the corner there. So we want the noishi to stick to itself. Okay, so keep rolling forward. So the top corner should stick to the roll. So that's your first spring roll. First one over here. And then I'm going to keep going. So how many spring rolls you make, it depends on how many nori sheets you've got and how much ingredients you've got. So it's such a free-flowing recipe. So matte side up. So the matte side, let me just show you one more time. Shiny side, nice and smooth. And matte side is where you have, very often have these horizontal lines. This is just how the nori was made when they press it down. So it leaves a little indent here. And so have that side up. One more piece of cheese here. My carrots. And asparagus. So literally any ingredients you can turn into a strip, you can place it in your spring roll. Green beans. Lovely colors as well, and a nice piece of tofu. This one's pretty big. Dry your hands and start rolling. Okay, tuck it in nice and tight and roll forward until you get to the corners on both sides. Throw them in again, making sure there's nice and snugly there, and tuck the corners in a little bit more here and keep rolling forward. And then dab a little bit of water in the top corner there and roll forward until the corner is stuck. Lovely. So here are my spring rolls ready to be fried. And to be honest, you can just eat them like this. It would be absolutely delicious. But I'm looking for that spring roll experience. So I'm going to fry these little beauties in my frying pan. Let's do it. So now we're ready to fry our spring rolls. So in my frying pan, I'm going to drizzle some olive oil. You can use any oil of your choice. So medium heat, and just allow the oil to warm up a little bit. So we're going to pop in the spring rolls with the top corner being tucked in underneath, if that makes sense. And we're going to just pop it down the same direction. So we don't want to turn it upside down or anything like that. And I think I can manage 4 at a time. It's absolutely perfect. And just move it slightly without disturbing it too much. And just allow it to fry. And you can see the oil is starting to sizzle and the cheese starts melting. So lovely. It's kind of nice and plump because the texture comes so smooth. That's so lovely. I'm going to use the chopsticks. It's easier. Lovely. I think my spring rolls are ready. And pop them on top of kitchen towels. Just for a few moments there. Oh, they look so good. They're ready to be eaten. So there you go, my lovely nori spring rolls. And here's my satay sauce and my sweet chili sauce. And I know what you're thinking. What is it like on the inside? Yes, let me show you. Let me take one of these and I'll cut it open for you. Right in the middle. Look at this. Oh, they're so pretty. So let me pop them back on my platter. Look at this. It's perfect to make it at home, and also it's a great party food as well. How do you resist this? So let's take a bite. Satay sauce first for me. Dip it in. Oh, look at this. So good. Never eat and talk at the same time. I'm going to have another dip with the chili sauce as well. So good. So good. The nori sheets is nice and crispy on the outside, and the cheese is melting on the inside, and the tofu is so lovely and satisfying to eat as well. You know, with this dish, I don't tend to deep fry my food, so I tend to shallow fry. But if you have a deep fryer, you can fry these in your deep fryer as well. So they will come up even crispier, I would imagine. So I hope you liked today's recipe and will give it a go. These nori spring rolls are a must in your repertoire. So follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. And don't forget to get my cookbook. They're now on Amazon and also on Apple Books as well. So you have options there. And they're full of original recipes I have developed throughout the years, and they're ready for you whenever you want in your pocket. So definitely get a copy. So thank you for hanging out with me today, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.